Yeah. Glitch the guarantee. E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers and feel cups of Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through transparency. Heard their self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Put your boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Blow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shave the extras, that's business, starter fees. Street blues, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane nonstop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the BBS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Yeah. What up? It's the Virgil, your brother. Virgil Berry, aka Stats with the Facts.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. You just need a concept and a way to record.
This, man, but I took
Here's how it works.
And I just woke up not too long ago. Rolling up. Yeah. Definitely gonna talk about it for sure.
Glitch the guarantee.
All right.
E&E.
Tell y'all, provocateur.
2020. We see it so clear. Put your
got another
boy
one
shit.
with this guy right here, man.
North and
All right.
Glitch.
Clap in, walk with us, snap that like
We cool, nigga.
You already know what it is, man. Let's go.
We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listening to top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Sporting. War looking for the fallen, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in. While you all talking, we smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit. Killing in vain is vanity. Yeah. Do it again, it's insanity. Yeah. Nauseous a real vigilante. Yeah. Killing these kids is plan B. Yeah. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Yeah. Blowing on leaves in these plenty trees. Okay. Don't break the code, this family. Okay. We cutting off legs like amputees. My flow is classic, antique. Yeah. Freaking the beat is in Japanese. Yeah. Ever our cook is a masterpiece. Yeah. When money talkers be Guapanese. Okay. Fire and flame mixed with gasoline. Sick. Passing my sons, that's a legacy. Sick. Study the gang, how they testing me. Yeah. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Beat them so bad, make them retreat. Yeah. All of these gems you can retweet. Yeah. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Yeah. Below $1 million, flipping it. Okay. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick, butcher shit. E&E clip what we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, these rappers out of my element.
We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listening to top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Yeah. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Sporting. Poor looking for the fallen, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in. While you all talking, we smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga, perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. The guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off of 60. With the bullshit, swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money. Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom. To try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk. Let me lock in. Show these niggas what I do. Axe Rain. I be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Nigga still bang top down in the coop. Put your boy up and we coming for the loot. E&E shit, we the best, yeah, it's true. This the guarantee, nigga, this is what I do.
Yeah. You already know what it is, man. You here, man. Wednesday night, popping up, nothing. Yeah. What up? It's your brethren, your brother, Virgil Berry, a.k.a. Stats with the Facts. And y'all know we here, right? Y'all know it. We here, and we're going to have a discussion. Like I said, I apologize for the tardiness, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I was running around earlier. I wanted to go get some lunch. You know what I'm talking about? Came to the crib, took a nap. Didn't set my alarm, but we here now. We're going to have a conversation. Tap in. All right. What's good with y'all, man? How is y'all doing? Y'all already know it's Wednesday night, February 4th, 2026, man. It's 2026 out here, y'all. And agent provocateurs and rabble rousers are bound now more than ever. Now more than ever. Agent provocateurs abound now more than ever, right? This guy right here, right? if I ever saw somebody who displayed heavy agent provocateur behavior, it's this guy right here, right? Keep telling y'all, man, the people that they gonna send, they gonna look like us. They're gonna talk like us. They're gonna sound like us, right? And first off, let me say, everything I say tonight concerning this guy is all my opinion, based on facts, based on things he says out of his own mouth. And you know, it's not a personal attack on him as an individual. He represents a mind state, right? That is very relevant, or should I say very present, not relevant, but very present amongst our community, if you would, you know, amongst our black community. You know what I mean? How many of y'all is hip to this guy right here? I literally just got hip to this guy maybe like about a month or so ago. Maybe it was about a month or two ago. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I can't pinpoint the exact moment in which I was made aware of this guy's content. But how I got aware of this guy's content was hearing him talk shit about, hearing him speak on something that when I was hearing him speak on, I said, clearly this dude don't know what he's talking about, right? And he was speaking on what was he speaking on? I'm trying to remember exactly so I don't, you know, so I'll be correcting what I'm saying, man. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was I heard this dude speaking on. And I was like, yeah, he sound like another dude that sound like he know what he's talking about, but he actually does not. You know what I mean? Something to do with some chicks, man. It was something to do with some chicks. And I just knew, and I'm going to just say this, and I don't want anybody to take this out of context. I don't care if you get offended by what I'm saying, but being offended, just because you allow something to offend you, that doesn't necessarily mean you're taking it out of context. You might just be truly offended for whatever reason you allow yourself to be. But when I hear especially guys get up on this goddamn internet talking about things of manhood and masculinity, right? But they're out of shape and overweight, I can't take you. I'm not going to take you too serious. Speaking on manhood, right? I'm just not. I'm not going to say you're not qualified or you shouldn't speak on things. I'm saying I'm just not going to take you serious for the simple fact that you're overweight and you're out of shape. Because a man about to sit up, ain't no man who's a man going to sit up there and just be overweight and out of shape. That's a fact. I go to the gym every day. I have a day off, right? You know what I'm saying? Which is 3 to 4 days a week, all right? Well, now 2 to 3 days a week. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and that's just for starters with this guy. And then as I started to listen to this guy's content, this is before the situation with him and Tariq currently. This is before I heard him say disparagingly things about FBA, right? This is before I heard any of his leftist, progressive, inclusionary rhetoric and ideologies, right? And now that I've seen this content, which I'm going to speak on today, this is not the only bit of his content I see. This is the content that I'm going to use Derek, or so I still call this dude Derek, Deontay. This is the content I'm going to use to sit up here to sit up here and show y'all. And y'all could believe what y'all want to believe. I'm not here to create a narrative. I'm giving y'all my opinions based off of what I heard this guy said, right? You know what I'm saying? So y'all can, you know, my opinion, rest in the essence to my brother. So my opinion ain't got to have no dominion over y'all's decision on what y'all think about this guy, if y'all think anything about this guy at all. That's up to you. Do your due diligence, right? I've done mine, and I've made an assessment based off of it. I watched enough of this guy's content to pretty much surmise that he is, in fact, a leftist, progressive, inclusive, erasure, influencing type of guy, right? Or at least okay with the erasure to some extent, right? I guess you could say that, right? Now I'm being very, very objective because, like I said, this is not personal because I don't know this guy. Don't ever think it's personal with a guy like me. I'm critiquing ideas, I'm critiquing ideology and viewpoints and perspective, not him as a person, right? And it's hard. It's not gonna say it's hard, but you know, me being from where I'm from and being the type of guy I am, when I sit here and listen to a person talk, it's difficult for me to not, especially when I know they talking some BS, especially when I know they sitting here running gangs, especially when I know they sitting up here pushing an agenda. You know, I mean, it's hard for me to not blaze and roast, but I'm gonna put a lot of effort into not doing that, right? Because I don't want to make this appear to have the perspective that this is a personal attack. And Stacks with the Facts don't do personal attacks on people he does not know personally. So, you know what I'm talking about? This ain't that. You know, I just be having to let that be known because I know how y'all internet guys are nowadays, man. Y'all be so stand out, so fanboyed out. Down there putting your choosing shoes on for these dudes who say some things that sound good to you, and you're just like, nah, he's not wrong. He can't say that. No, you got him. Nah. One thing when it comes to a guy like me, y'all, I'm super gamed up. I've been around a long time. I'm from the turf in my city, man. I've been out here in these streets. I've been in other spaces outside of the streets in all types of environments. And let me tell you, I'm a well-rounded, seasoned guy. And I'm a very, very good discernment of character. I thank the Most High for blessing me with this gift of discernment because it contributes a lot to how I do what I do as far as dot connecting, research, and due diligence, right? So I thank the Most High for that, man, right? And also, before we get into this, anything that I picked, that I dissect and discuss tonight, let it just be known, I am not a man of God. I'm not living my life for God right now. Do I have a relationship with God? Do I believe in God? Yes. Right? And I'm not sitting up here proselytizing to nobody. I'm not preaching to nobody at all. I'm teaching. Remember, shout out to my brother Gators, man. Teaching is preaching at a slow pace, and preaching is teaching at a fast pace. I'm not preaching. I'm not a preacher. I definitely am a teacher, though. We're going to break some things down tonight. And from my perspective, I'm going to put some things together, and you may agree with it. You may not. It's up to you. See, that's the one thing when y'all come over here to A Real Talk podcast, man, when y'all come tap in with me, I'm not forcing no perspective or opinions on you. What it say, like the views and opinions expressed by Virgil, aka Stacks with the Facts, on A Real Talk podcast, affiliate of A Real Talk Media, a Columbus, Ohio born, based independent media company. You dig? The views and opinions are mine and mine alone. Mind you, they're based in all facts. Right? And we're watching the same environment come to fruition that was live and popping in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, especially politically. Maybe a little bit more intense, if you would. All right. And these people, and so our intelligence, the people I'm talking about that run this world, they installed our intelligence so much that they think that they can continue. And this is what I keep telling y'all. These are the thoughts of a machine, right? They want maximum results. And when it finds that a certain thing works, the thinking of a machine will be to do this to the fullest extent every single trip, not realizing because it doesn't have the ability to create, to discern, right? It doesn't think that one day, like, maybe these people will get hip to what we doing, right? It's just more of the same, right? But see, that's a backfiring situation because, you know, due to a paradigm shift in human consciousness, due to this paradigm shift in human consciousness, that game is starting to be recognized and can't continue to be played, man. Especially when it comes to guys like myself. I see right through it, man. You know what I'm saying? Project Leroy, XL Pro, what's happening? Detroit 313, what's happening, man? Y'all hip to this dude, man? Deontay Kyle. Where this guy come from? Now, see, and Deontay, if you happen to see this, man, I'm going to be very fair with this, man, right? Because I'm not necessarily talking about you individually, right, as a man or lack thereof. I'm talking about your mindset and what you represent, right? Now, I could be late. I'm not the end all be all. I'm not the, the internet guru, the social media champ that a lot of y'all are. I don't know who this dude is, don't know where he came from. Seemingly to me, he just popped up out of the blue. I don't know if he has a history, a track record on social engineering, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, whatever it is. It has garnered a following organically, and people like him because they think he's charismatic and magnetic. So I don't know any of that. To my knowledge, I ain't seen any of that. I just remember looking on Facebook about a month or two ago. He just popped up in my algorithm for some reason, and I started seeing videos of him talking on there, talking and sounding, like a guy who, kind of seemed like he know what he's talking about. But as the more I listen to him, the platforms I've seen him go on, the conversations they had on those platforms, I'm like, hold on, he's showing that agent provocateur behavior. And if I'm not mistaken, he's from up out of that Atlanta. And this ain't nothing against the city of Atlanta, the people of Atlanta. Shout out to my brother Nike Boy Zeke, a real one from the A, from the real Zone 6. You hear me? He from the Zone 6 that I used to live in when I lived in Atlanta when I was a young mustache. So shout out to my brother Nike Boy Zeke. Shout out to my brother John J down there in that A. It's a lot of real ones going on in the A. There's a lot of real stuff going on in the A, but there's a lot of fake stuff going on in the A too. And there's a lot of even more faker people down there. Right? So I rock with my brother Nike Boy Zeke 100%, man. Go subscribe to my brother Nike Boy Zeke, man. Right? Yeah, that's what he's doing, Detroit 313. Yeah, Eggs and Grits podcast, something like that. Go subscribe to the brother, man. You know what I'm saying? From what I look like, it looked like he ain't had his YouTube page for too long. From what I gathered. You know what I'm saying? I got to do my due diligence, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, I'm not a follower. I'm not hip. I'm not privy to. Before I started just seemingly out of the blue, seeing this guy pop up in my algorithm on Facebook, on TikTok, I never searched for this dude. I just started seeing him in an algorithm pop up in my feeds. And I'm like, who is this dude talking this? You know what I'm saying? Like I say, he seems to sound like he know what he's talking about. He appears to know what he's talking about, but you know what I'm saying, my spider sense go off when I start hearing guys talk in a certain way. Not only does it go off when I hear these guys speak in a certain way, when they seemingly just come out of the blue, I mean like from nowhere, with these big, huge, seemingly followings, going on all these different platforms. Now, mind you, like I say, I could be late. Just because I ain't hip to do don't mean he ain't been popping, don't mean he ain't been doing his thing. Understand what I'm saying, y'all. I'm truly unbiased. I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm not also saying this. I'm not saying because I haven't heard of this guy, don't mean he ain't popping in whatever way he could be. Like I said, I could be late. Charge it to my head, not my heart. But I would like to think that being a content creator myself and being involved in the things that I'll be involved with, I would like to think I would have heard of this guy if he's been around for a minute doing this thing. I've never heard of him before 2 months, 60 days ago, I want to say. Yeah, I seen that, and we're gonna speak on that. Shout out to Flex, man. Like I said, until I see one of you dudes come up with some tangible things that could, you know, some actual factual about this dude, Tariq Nasheed. You know what I'm saying? Every time I hear one of y'all dudes talk about this dude in a negative way, and I'm not saying if y'all critique it, I'm just saying the way y'all be talking about this dude, like he's an agent provocateur, like how this guy most likely probably is. Right? You know, and this is the reason why I be on what I be on, y'all, because like I say, man, unlike a lot of y'all, I'm a guy who's active offline, like how this guy says he is. I don't know. I don't know how active he is in the city of Atlanta. He might be very active with his community work and his, you know, doing things, because his big thing is talking stuff about the church, specifically in Atlanta and around the country, because the same church that do this thing in Atlanta is the same church that's doing this thing in your city and my city as well, which is why a lot of us don't rock with the churches. Uncle Diggity, what's out of it, right? Yeah, Uncle Diggity, what's out of it? That's the stuff I be talking about, Detroit 313. Like, man, where this dude come from? Like, he just seemed like he just came out of the blue. Like I say, man, to all y'all who know who this dude is, been following him, been hip to him. Listen, man, I ain't hip to this dude. I've never heard of this dude beyond 2 months ago. Like I said, like I want to say it's about 60 days, 2 months ago, this guy just started popping up in my algorithm, and I don't even know how. I mean, like I said, I got an idea of how, but I'm just saying it's not anything of my own volition. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't sought this guy out. You feel me? I avoid the type of content he make. I don't even tap in with guys who even talk like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking this guy for his, you know, ideology on things that actually make sense, because he actually says a lot of things that make sense. I agree with Deontay Kyle on a lot of stuff I've heard him talk about on the various different topics I've heard him speak, right? But I notice a pattern amongst guys like this dude, Deontay. They seemingly come from out of nowhere. They have these followings, right? Next thing I know, they're on major network television, they're on mainstream media, and they're pushing a certain agenda, right, with their rhetoric and their content and I can tell a person by who they associate with. And when I start seeing you with people like Amanda Seals, when I start seeing you with people, right? When I start seeing you with people like Angela Rye, when I start seeing people with people like Tamika Mowry, when I start seeing you talk about, when I hear you talk about things that run along with the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda, when I hear you talking about this all-inclusive ideology, right? Which there's levels to things, right? Which there's levels to this stuff, man. And I want y'all to understand that, man. There's levels to this shit, man. Right? Because what a person like Deontay will say, and I've heard him even do it. See, I heard him say it, is they say, well, Jesus was all-inclusive, right? Was he? Was Yeshua all-inclusive? No. So I be saying, people, this is what I'm saying. I always tell everybody, man, read scripture for yourself, right? And not only that, make sure you develop a relationship. For one, you got to have a natural belief, right? For in and for the Most High. If you don't have that, then there's no point in even having a conversation with you with things of a spiritual nature, right? Two, right, you got to keep your mind open, right, so you can get the full over, inner, outer understanding of what I mean when I say develop a relationship with the Most High. Now, as far as giving your life so you can live your life for the Most High, that's a personal thing I don't speak on, or so I'm not a preacher. That's something you figure out for yourself, right? I'm a backslider, just like most of us, man, so I'm not ever up here. You know what I'm saying? You know, whenever I speak on such things, I'm speaking as a frame of reference, a validation of what's right and exact. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here trying to manipulate nobody or make nobody believe anything they don't believe. You believe whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to believe nothing I say. Matter of fact, I don't want you to. I want you to go check out what I say and see if it match up through scrutiny and due diligence, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Project Leroy, man. You know me, like I give people their props, man. I'm not a hater. And when I was, you know what I'm saying, basically doing my due diligence on this guy, Deontay Kyle, I couldn't find anything really about the guy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I didn't Google the guy or nothing like that. I'm just talking about, because I don't want to make it, because that's like getting to like personal type stuff. Although I'm a firm believer in if you want to find out about somebody, you find out who their mom and daddy is. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even do all that with him. I don't feel like I need to, right? It's pretty obvious to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, they be throwing these dudes at us, man. Oh, spook who sat by the door as ninjas, man. Oh, get your hand out of my pocket as ninjas. Oh, Robin of Luxley as ninjas. They steal from the rich, give to the poor as ninjas, right? Critiquing the church, the current state of the church, right? Right, using their critique of the current state of the modern church, not following or being about whatever, you know, following Jesus, while at the same time pushing a very Luciferian ideology under the guise of you know doing what Christ Yeshua would do, but not worshiping. Man, I listen to this dude talk, man. I'm like, man, that sound like some old Luciferian shit, man. And then when I see this, one thing y'all should always remember an old saying is one thing the devil, Lucifer, Satan, the devil is real good at is convincing people that he does not exist. Right? Let's just get that out the way off top. Right? Another thing is, right? LSD ain't going to just come looking like what you think he do. So that's why I say when people do stuff like this, you know what I'm saying, acting like they critiquing and holding the church accountable and being different and you know what I'm saying, being outside of the box and being radical and all that crazy stuff. Listen here, man. You ain't got to believe in one religion on this planet, but one thing for sure, they all talking about the same Lucifer, Satan, the devil. That's a fact. And you wouldn't know that if you don't have a relationship with the Most High, or if you haven't had certain experiences in your life, or you don't understand the experiences you do have in life, or realize the foundation and the root of the experiences, some that which you can't explain where they come from or who's responsible. Right? Yeah, let me read some of y'all comments, what y'all saying. Exactly, man. See, this is why I rock with y'all. Because Project Leroy, man, you know I ain't about to get up here. I don't get into like talking crazy about dudes on the internet because I feel some type of way about what they saying as far as like this surface ass political BS, man. Nah, man, I'm going way beyond that, man. Yeah, and like I said, man, I didn't do a search on this dude because I don't think it was just necessary for me to. Like I said, I've seen enough of his content that I could pretty much get an idea. But, you know, I had a feeling that even if I did, you know what I'm saying, like my brother Project Leroy just confirmed for me, this is why it's good to have people who have like minds and who are using their critical thinking because, you know what I'm saying, we be on the same type of time. And like I said, just because I don't know about this guy, that don't mean y'all don't. And, you know what I'm saying, I could always rely on people like my brother Uncle Diggity, my brother Uncle Project Leroy to be, you know what I'm saying, fluent in certain areas when we're talking about certain things that I'm not, right? And you can't find nothing on this dude, huh, Project Leroy? You done did a little bit of you know what I'm saying, footwork on the brethren right here, man. Can't find nothing on him, man. I ain't surprised. Yeah, it is. That's what men do. We convene with each other. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? We building with each other, man, sharing knowledge, exchanging information, putting each other up on game. Shit, that's what the ism do. That's what the real ones do. When you see a whole bunch of dudes piling on the corner back in the day, everybody was selling dope. Everybody was gang banging. It was dudes, man, popping and chopping it, man, shooting the breeze, man. That's that barbershop type stuff, man. Yeah, man. And Monique Robinson is right. The Bible is not a religion, man. This is why I say it's important to develop a relationship with the Most High, man. Because when you know, say people be so focused on scriptures to the point that they don't read scriptures to try to get a better relationship and develop a relationship with the Most High. They read scriptures to try to disprove scripture. You understand what I'm saying? You see the folly in that? People like Deontay Kyle read the Bible so they can find the what y'all call it nowadays, confirmation bias for their you know, skepticism of it. Like I said, they don't read the Bible to try to develop a relationship with the Most High. They read the Bible to try to find the contradictions in it in correlation with modern society specifically. You're going in the wrong way. That's the wrong way to go in. Right? That's the complete wrong way to go in. And that's why a lot of y'all are easily manipulated, right? To not understand what you read. And when you read, not even just the Bible, but anything, man. Right? Say some silly stuff like the Bible was written by men when every single book that you have ever read in history was written by who? right? So, I mean, you know, but this guy right here, man, this freaking guy right here, man. Like I said, I agree with a lot of stuff I heard the homeboy Tom about, man, right? I agree with a lot of stuff I heard him talking about. You know what I mean? But yeah, he recently, you know what I'm saying? He recently been speaking on the homie Tariq, like a lot of other people, and FBA, right? And I want y'all to understand something, man. Right? I want y'all to understand something, man. Anybody in America who's black and they ain't from Africa or anywhere else around the world where black people be coming from, man, if you are from America and you can trace your family back 4, 5, 6, 7+ generations, man, you are a foundational black American, man. I don't understand why y'all don't understand this. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't understand. I understand why, but the fact that people don't get that and it's turning this into something that the you know what I'm saying, powers that be have gotten aware of. You know what I'm talking about? Now that they see that once again, the black folks in America is going through another Renaissance era, you know what I'm saying, where we going through awakening processes spiritually, you know, and because please understand this is a very spiritual situation that's going on right now. I hope y'all understand that before y'all understand anything about what y'all you know what I'm saying, interacting and engaging with as far as like this content on the internet about things going on around the world in the current state of things, man. If you think it ain't a major spiritual aspect of this, man, something wrong with you, man. But you got the freedom to think what you ever want to think, though, right? I do too. Question everything. Like I tell y'all, man, that's some real talk right there, Project Leroy. Question me. Don't just, you know, you better go do your due diligence, man. And make sure I ain't on no BS. Damn, Patrick, what's happening? Right? I'm too thorough to be on some BS. I'm a regular guy like y'all. It's so easy to find stuff out about me, man. You feel me? Y'all got my real name, man. It's easy to find out stuff about me, man. I'm a regular guy just like most of y'all, man. You feel me? You know what I mean? But my mission is different than a lot of other people's, for real, for real. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this guy right here, man. My man Dan Patrick in the building. Anyway, man, right? When I start seeing people just basically going at, I would even far say is attacking anything to do with FBA, anything to do with us black folks in America, speaking up for, defending, protecting our culture, our lineage, right? Delineate anybody who is would try to make that appear like that's something negative, or you know, try to like put it in a light of something that black folks shouldn't be involved with, or critiquing in a way that would question the validity thereof, or you know what I'm saying, make it seem like it's something that us black folks should not be doing. You off top suspect in my eyes, man. Right? I don't understand what people ain't getting, but I mean, and this is what I mean. I mean, I understand what people aren't getting, but the fact that I see so much opposition with this lets me know that we, you know what I'm saying, like we on the right trajectory. Right? We on the right trajectory. You did? And we need to keep it like that too. Right? Because if we weren't getting no pushback, that means no effect. That means what we doing that the internet ain't really seeing everything about, right? Because this is a guy that talks about everybody talk about what they talk about online. Nobody's doing stuff in real life. right? You know, the thing is, you know, things are going on in real life. Everything ain't to be talked about, promoted on the internet. Let me tell y'all the double-edged sword of the internet. Although the internet could be used to promote ideas, movements. Think about when I talk to y'all about HR 1955 now, man. It's a good tool to promote things, advertise things, market things, promote things. It's good for that. But at the same time, understand that we interacting with the unintelligent artificial intelligence. So everything we post online, share online, right? Everything ain't to be shared, man. And this is why we gotta, you know what I'm talking about? And I agree with Deontay in this point, right? Although I know for a fact, due to people I interact with, that people is on the streets doing real things, but it is something that needs to happen more. It is something that needs to be more prominent and prevalent throughout the country. I do agree with that, though. But at the same time, Deontay, everything ain't to be discussed. We can't make every move we make be known. But this is the importance of linking up offline, creating relationships, lines of communication with each other offline, from city to city. That's what's the importance of that. And that's where your discernment got to be up, because this is why I say this is the good part of the double-edged sword of social engineering the internet. You can actually link up with people of a like mind and really make some things happen. But that's where your discernment comes in. Unfortunately, amongst our community and our people, the discernment level is very low. Because anybody can just come up in here and just, you know, be a rabble rouser or an agent provocateur, right? Now, when I see dudes clowning, making jokes of anything that has to do with anything concerning LSD, when you try to make jokes, make fun, like, nah, man. Right? Nope. Off top, you skeptic and suspect, right? Because when you are a person who has had certain experiences in life, y'all know that Lucifer, Satan, the devil ain't nothing to be playing with or joking about. Everybody want to joke and play when it come to Lucifer, Satan, the devil, till that nigga show up at your goddamn house. Yeah. So the foolest thing a man could ever do is think that the devil do not exist, that there's no such thing. That's the most stupidest thing you could ever take on as a man, thought-wise. My man Dad's in the building. All these dudes is the same, man. This dude, Deontay, come from up out of that Atlanta, and no offense to Atlanta, but Atlanta is a very compromised city. I'm not saying it's the only compromise. There's tons of cities that's already compromised, man, but Atlanta is man. You know what I'm saying? You want to go know about real Atlanta, you got to go holler at people that's really from the turf in Atlanta, like my brother Nike Boy, or, you know what I mean? People who really out there like my brother John Jay, man. You can't look to these celebrity people, man, for, you know what I mean? Because they represent the establishment, man. You got to go talk to people that's really from Atlanta, man, really in the turf, man. You know what I'm saying? Really out there making it happen, man. Yeah, they really do, man. You really do, man. Now, whether you is living your life or whatever the situation may be, that's a personal thing, but that doesn't negate the fact and the actuality of the reality, man. And when I see people trying to doing what this guy did, man, I just, you know, I'm like, you suspect off top, because, man, to anybody who knows anything, man, you know, this ain't nothing to be playing with, man. Joking about, right? This dude is getting into it with, well, I ain't even say getting into it with because I haven't heard no back and forth between him and Tariq. We're going to play a video from Tariq where he, saying responded to what dude was saying, though. But anybody, and listen here, y'all, right? I don't, look, I say, man, I'm a fair and balanced guy, man. And I'm a guy who does his due diligence, man. So when I say this stuff, I be saying, man, I be like, man, when I see the amount of hatred and pushback in the way it happens when it comes to Tariq, you feel what I'm saying? One thing I understand about this system and this structure of the system is that what it does to discredit people who are exposing it or speaking truth to power in regards to it is one thing y'all should always understand. That's a rule of engagement and psychological warfare is you have to make people look guilty like the villain. You have to accuse people of doing that which you are doing, right? And whenever I hear people, like I said, I don't find nothing wrong with people rationally critiquing something that Tariq may say. Because I don't agree with everything Tariq say. I got some very interesting questions for a lot of things Tariq goes along with and talks about. But for the most part, overall, for the most part, from what I've seen, I can gather that he's a pretty solid brother, right? Nothing negative or nefarious concerning Tariq has come across my radar. And trust me, if there was something nefarious about Tariq Nasheed, if anybody would know about it, it would be me, right? Plus, when I first came across Tariq years ago, I never got no negative vibes from him. Like I say, when you a real, true, real one, you can feel thoroughness and authenticity through the airwaves, unlike some of y'all, most of y'all, right? And you ain't fooling me, right? Might be fooling a lot of y'all, but ain't fooling me. And like I said, the due diligence I have done on Tariq, nothing nefarious has come up. Nothing. He ain't connected to no organizations. He's not a member of no secret fraternal organization. He's not a member of the Sigma Pi Phi or the National Panhellenic Council, or he's not a member of the Divine Nine. He's not a Mason. He's not a Shriner. He's not none of that. He ain't attached to no religious sects or organization. He's not connected politically, democratically, republicly, and even independent. He ain't getting funded by no major corporations or no people that come across my desk that I tell y'all about. So when y'all talk all this stuff about Tariq, y'all got to show me some tangible evidence, man, because I do my due diligence. Clearly, y'all do not. So when I see people talking crazy about Tariq, I be like, let me look into who you are. Let me go check you out. More than likely, y'all agent provocateurs, man. Tariq got a lot of influence, right? And I ain't saying he perfect, but I would like to think if anything illegal, anything nefarious, like say the level of a Dr. Umar was going on with Tariq, it would have came across my desk. Nothing's come across my desk. So I please implore with y'all still, anybody that has any tangible, factual, nefarious activity of brother Tariq Nasheed, please let me know. Send it to me. My email's in my thing, and I'll look into it. I like to think, and I know for a fact, because I look at a lot of y'all stuff, journalism is a dying art, clearly. And I've been telling y'all the mainstream media is going to be used to destroy the mainstream media and eventually become the so-called alternative independent media or social media, social engineering. They do, Dan Patrick. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I always said that, man. When it comes to the Divine Nine, them Alpha Kappa Alpha girls, they always be them girls be looking. They do be the bad chicks, though. I gotta say that. I'm not saying that none of the other ones, though. But when you think about them Alpha Kappa Alpha chicks, man, they be bad as hell. I done had a few Kappas in my lifetime. Ooh, they easy too. They just be sophisticated and just freaky. Man, that divine nine don't mean nothing, man. Don't y'all understand that that stuff is based in Luciferianism and Satanism? So what you think is going to spawn and breed over the past 100 or so years that the divine nine been around? You know? And just because somebody's not involved or affiliated or a part of the divine nine, that don't mean they can't be an agent provocateur. They recruiting dudes from prison. They recruiting dudes who are up and coming podcaster content creators. Right? Now, I'm about to play this video, man. Right? Right? The dude saying all this crazy stuff about about Tariq, man, and goddamn FBA, man. Remember what I told y'all, man. One of the main tools that these type of people that run our society use, man, they accuse you of doing what they're doing, right? You know what I'm saying? And let me say this too, man. In order to build, man, you got to destroy, man. You got to build. I mean, you got to destroy in order to build, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that, I mean, sometimes, separation is necessary. Division is necessary. Sometimes you got to separate yourself from things and people and situations. Sometimes it's very necessary to do so. And right now, y'all, is a very important time and very opportunistic time to do that. What you think, since everybody want to refer to scripture, what you think the whole situation about the children of Israel was leaving or fleeing from Egypt into the so-called promised land? That was separation and division. See, that's what I'm saying, though, man. This is how you met. People read scriptures for different reasons, man. And the fact that the scriptures have the effect that they can have, whether it be negative or positive, should let you know the validity of thereof. Only real ones who really have real true discernment even understood what I just said. Right? When people say stuff like, oh, I've read the Bible myself, which is good, man. That means that they can use it to manipulate, or they can use it for what is, to uplift. It's up to you to discern which one is being brand on you. Right? Right? Now, one thing, this is how you know when people, how can I say this, man? I'm going to say this is how you know when people don't have a relationship with the Most High, because they do stuff like this. They do stuff like what Deontay did when he did this live stream right here. Right? You know what I'm talking about? And even this right, you know what I mean? When people try to make fun, make jokes, you feel what I'm saying, and try to dismiss under the disguise of exposing, under the disguise of I'm exposing the church for not following the stuff in the Bible and blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, depicting and pushing the same, man, come on, man. You better run this game on somebody else, man. Right? It's a difference between having love for the person and, you know what I'm saying, if you're going to come from a religious, because he talked about a religion, man, and mind you, he speaks a lot against the Christian church and says he read the Bible and he has done all his research or whatever he done, but he never speaks on nowhere in the Bible did it say anything about the Most High saying for anybody to be a Christian or refer to themselves as a Christian. Yeshua never told anybody in scriptures to call themselves a Christian. Right? So the way he speaks against Christianity, right, versus exposing the source of why Christianity is even mentioned or why it's a term, that's questionable right there too. Right? And he said, read the Bible. Christ is on, man. I was like, man, this is what I be saying. This is how I know people that skim through scriptures. They ain't actually read scriptures. I mean, you can read the book from Genesis to Revelations and think that you know, but I'm talking about, did you actually read? Did you critically, constructively read? Did you take notes? Did you study? As you were reading, did the relationship and the realization and the revelation of the actuality of the Most High be bestowed upon you? You know? No, for most of y'all. Y'all just, as I say, because your intentions when you come, listen, y'all, right? And I might be preaching a little bit right now, right? The intention behind what you do or why you do whatever you decide to do plays a lot in how you interpret what you involve yourself in. Case in point, if you read the Bible with the intention, the mind frame, you understand what I'm saying, of debunking the Bible to see if these things hold up to what you think you know about history, right? To see if this holds any validity or rationality, that's the wrong way to go in. And you're going to get just that, right? But if versus going into reading scriptures with the mindset of I want to develop a relationship with the Most High so you can get the true, because you can get the true essence of what it is you supposed to get spiritually from reading the scriptures, I think it'll be a whole different thing, right? But since most people read scriptures to try to debunk scripture, you're going in with the wrong energy, and that's exactly what LSD wants, which is why he's trying to manipulate what scripture says while not being able to over the years. Y'all say every book, it was written by man. Every book that you have ever read or every book in history was written by man. Right? But not every book in history was written by mankind. Right? And since people don't possess critical thinking skill and ability, or should I say they don't practice it, it's something that's being grafted out of the human psyche. People read the scriptures very literally, kind of like Nicodemus. A lot of y'all, Deontay cows, is like Nicodemus. In scripture, y'all, a lot of y'all like Nicodemus, man. That's what a lot of y'all like. A lot of y'all is like Nicodemus, man. And that's what I think when I see guys like Deontay Cal. And I see the game, I see the demo from a mile away. Especially when I start seeing you interacting with certain people and you go from nowhere and now, according to him, you about to have a billboard in New York City. Nigga, why? Your little and not listen here. Let me pedal back because I want to be very respectful because like I said, I'm not a hater and it's not a personal attack. Listen, I done read this left with this. He might be doing things in the city of Atlanta, and if he is, more power to him to do it. Right? And when I say this, I'm not minimizing this, y'all. I'm not minimizing what he may be doing as far as community work in the city of Atlanta. I'm not minimizing it. But what I am saying is where there's a will, there's a way. And if you got a like-minded people, y'all could get together on very small scales and make very big things happen. Right? So what I'm saying, what I'm about to say, I'm not minimizing anything he may be doing in the city of Atlanta where I'm guessing, where I'm assuming this guy is from, according to him. Or at least that's where he's based at right now. I don't know if he's actually from Atlanta, like born and raised, but I would assume that he is, you know what I'm saying, the way he talked. You know what I mean? But I mean, that stuff is not nothing difficult to get done. It's just not enough people doing it, but it's enough people doing things across America on a community side, you know what I'm saying? Like right here in my city. Y'all tap in with me? I'm tapped in all over my city, man. It's all type of stuff going on in Columbus, man. You feel me? Within the Black community. Like this Saturday, me and my brother King Els, we having a pop-up shop. Right? Not only that, next Friday, the day before Valentine's Day, me and my homegirl LA, my homegirl LA is having a you know what I'm saying, event, you know what I'm saying, a live listening event with Jill Scott party with food, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be there with the wine, me and they're gonna be there with the wine, and it's a whole networking event for, you know, intellectuals and creatives, Blacks in Columbus, Ohio, to come and convene and interact and, you know, network with each other. Right? That's just, I'm just saying, so when people say nothing's being done offline, that's the stuff that's being online. Everything ain't, you know what I'm saying? We all got our own different thing going on. It's just about connecting nationally, right? Everybody's doing something, you know what I'm saying, to contribute to some type of improvement, betterment of our community amongst Black folks. I know it's popping in my city, and I would imagine similar things is going across the nation. Just everything ain't to be promoted on the internet or talked or discussed about on the internet, right? We just in real life making it happen. And it'd be like me coming up here saying, y'all need to do, because I'm doing what I'm doing in Columbus, I'm sitting here, y'all need to be doing what I'm doing. Y'all not doing enough stuff. Y'all just online talking, man, shut that weak ass shit up, man. That's agent talk. That's agent provocateur talk, right? That's holier than thou art talk. You know what I'm saying? That's you doing something and we ain't doing nothing, and we should be doing what you talk. And we should be listening to you because you actually doing something, like you the only person who's actually doing something. I'll be real skeptical of dudes like that. And this is Deontay Cal all day. I know dudes like him in real life. You know, just because you doing the little whatever you doing in your city, you know what I'm saying, you want to make it seem like you the only person doing it. The way you're doing it, or like how you're doing it, talk as far as like, you know, scale or frequency. You know, be wary of dudes like that. Oh, holier than thou, or I'm doing more what you doing. Right? This ain't no competition. Just do what you do. Ain't nothing wrong with calling stuff out and, you know, shining light on stuff though, but, you know, ain't none of that, you know. You know, he say stuff like the sinners is doing more than the believers. And that's a contradiction right there, because what is your motive, man? Like I say, is your motive to do what you do because you want to develop a relationship with the Most High and get closer to God, or are you doing it because you know what I'm saying? And this dude reeks of that, man. You know what I'm saying? If I watched enough of his content to know that he reeks of that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, not even necessarily going at Tariq, but anybody that's against FBA and anything concerning FBA, y'all gotta be skeptical of them dudes, man. Them type of people, man. Chicks, dudes, whoever they may be. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he was saying some very disparaging things concerning FBA and to Tariq. And if you want to sit up here and, you know what I'm saying, get some type of that's what I'm saying. Look what happens as a result of people's rhetoric through their content, y'all. When you see people go from basically nobody to now you see them allegedly on billboards in New York and teaming up with people like, you know what I'm saying, Angela Rye. You know what I'm talking about? You see them on other, you know, you got to start doing dot connecting, man. Peep the game.
The future class system will be based upon the future class system.
Oh, that's not it. Let's see. Where that shit at, man? Shout out to my brother George Macon, man, from over there at Street Media TV. I like using my brother's content because he, you know what I'm saying, he be doing some thorough.
So again, all of that trying to frame.
Shout out to the homie George Macon, man, from up out of that Philadelphia. You hear me? Y'all go subscribe to George, man. Me and George about to put something together too, man. You know what I'm talking about? Me and George, you know, that's the homie, that's the big homie, man. I rock with George, man.
FBA as a group that's outside and all that stuff. Well, you got a straw man argument about a group that don't exist, and
that's the point I want to talk about right there. This is how, when people start doing stuff like how this dude Deontay Kyle is doing, I got to look at you skep, bro, because if anybody is of any real intelligence, critical thinking, FBA is not an organization. It's not a staff record label or a crew. And if you don't want to be down with FBA, F you too. Oh. FBA ain't a clique. It's not a gang. It's not an organization. It's not a committee. Think about when I talk to y'all about HR 1955, man. Violent radicalization, ideologically based violence, homegrown terrorists. They trying their best to get us on some HR 1955-ish, man. And when people act like they don't understand that FBA is not a crew, it's not a clique, it's not a gang, it's not an organization, it's not a set, it's not none of that. There's no hierarchical structure, there's no leadership, there's no president or vice president, CEO, there's none of that, man. And when people act like they don't understand or comprehend that, they suspect. Oh, fake, smart ass, stupid dudes. Trying to make it seem like it's some type of gang or organization and Tariq is the leader of it, which he is not. And the one of the major reasons why I rock with Tariq, why I rock with Flex, is because he don't be on that. If Flex was any of an agent, he would be like, oh, yes, I'm the leader of the FBA'S and we're the FBA association. We're based here. Send your money here. We need your contributions. You would see him aligning himself with certain corporate interests and political interests. He would be being funded by major corporations. He would be Tariq is completely, totally crowd-funded, independent. He ain't connected to no corporations, no entities, no think tank organizations, none of that, man. Nobody is paying Tariq, man. Nobody's funding him. He's not affiliated with anybody. So when y'all be sitting here saying all this stuff about this dude, I'll be like, man, this is what I'm saying. Agent provocateurs. And because if Tariq was any type of an agent, I would know about it. I would definitely know. He ain't. Y'all, and this is how I know a lot of y'all are. They digging into the crates, Uncle Diggity, man. I keep telling y'all, man, agent provocateurs and rabble rousers abound on social engineering, and especially on YouTube. Specifically, right? FBA ain't a gang, man. That's our lineage, our heritage, if you would, man. Right? It's unique and special because it's one of few ethnogenesis or ethnogenetic based groups of people in modern times. An amalgamation, if you would, a combination, a collaboration of different peoples of a melanated origin that came about at a certain time. And we are the results thereof. Hundreds of years later. Right? Unique and specific in our own right. And if people act like they don't understand that or get that, then man, that's suspect stuff, man. That makes them highly probable to be an agent provocateur or a rabble rouser or a combination of the two. Right? So, let's go. Shout out to George, man.
Complaining that the non-existent group is not outside doing group stuff. Yeah, there is no group outside because there is no group called Foundational Black American.
Right. There's no group. Like I said, it's not a group. It's not a group, man. It's not a gang. It's not an organization. We ain't like the Divine Nine. We're not like the Congressional Black Caucus. We're not like the fraternal organizations like, you know, goddamn it, Eastern Stars or things of that nature. You know? You know? It's something different. Like my man Scoop say, man, this FBA thing ain't for the weak, man. Y'all can't put us in the box, right? We're not the Black Panther Party, huh? Although the Black Panther Party's, you know what I'm saying, tactics have been put to use, which is very good in some of them before they was infiltrated. You know what I'm talking about? And it's crazy they is, man, Monique. And you know, it makes me very disappointed that that's a true statement that Monique just said. Right? THISA was good. LA was good. It makes me very sad that that's a true statement, man, because all cities where we are at in America in our large numbers, they are compromised. Right? This is why they send guys like Deontay Kyle right out. You know, every time somebody come at us talking to you, it's going to be somebody that look like us, man, or sound like us. You know?
The Black American, ladies and gentlemen, is a lineage of 43+ million people. That is the only thing Foundational Black American is. It is nothing more, nothing less. If your lineage goes to the beginning of this country, you are a Foundational Black American. You don't have.
And this is what, and I'm glad, this is what I'm saying. Y'all got to understand that. The fact that we got Foundational Black Americans saying, oh man, I ain't with that FBA stuff. This is proof that the indoctrination is still alive in effect to this day. I call it the get your hand out my pocket syndrome. You know? I call it the get your hand out my pocket syndrome, man. That's what it is, man. Let's go.
To walk around with a shirt that says FBA, you are a Foundational Black American by logic. You don't have to join a group. You don't have to join a cult. It's none of that stuff. It is an ethnic identifier. Nothing more, nothing less.
Dante Cal is one of these young guys, man, that they give it a microphone to. And
shout out to my brother George, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? George, if you happen to see this, man, we need to tap in, man, for real, man. Put something together, man, because, you know what I'm saying? George be on the same type of time I'll be on for the most part, man, when it come to, you know what I'm saying, talking about these things that have actually mattered, you know what I'm saying? When we're talking about Agenda 2030, you know what I'm saying, and everything, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie, you know what I'm saying? George, actually, he's like myself, very active in Philly. Got the Urban Nerves Foundation, you know what I'm saying? George be taking young brothers to college tours around Philadelphia and the countries, you know what I'm saying? Getting them hooked up with trades and stuff like that. George putting in that work, man. You know what I'm saying? George doing this thing out there in Philly, man. You know what I'm saying? George is a source, man. We could soak up game from George on how to, you know what I'm saying, work with our cities to get that money and that funding to do nonprofit organization work so we can actually be effective in our local communities, which we starting, and George will tell you, we starting to get hold of that. Our cities, like Monique said, have been compromised. They've been infiltrated by the very same organizations, right? That's trying to make it seem like FBA is an organization. Y'all wouldn't go to Georgia, man, but and this is what I want to tell y'all, man. It's really what's about to go on in our country, y'all. I mean, it really don't, I ain't gonna say it don't matter where you at, but understand that eventually what's going on in California and anywhere else in our country is, you know, projected to go on in the whole entire country. So, I mean, it really ain't nowhere that you can go eventually. There's some places you can go momentarily, but eventually, you know, especially in the next couple of years, man, as we watch UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability unfold and come to fruition, you know, it really ain't gonna matter where you stay at, for real, to a degree and with context. You know. Yeah, it is, Dan Patrick, man. That's why you got people like myself and like my brother George out here, man, to be navigators, man, to navigate our people through this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to sit in and tap in to support and show love, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Guys like myself, guys like George, we the guys that's going to be on the front line because we actually doing stuff in our respective communities in the way that we doing it. Not saying that nobody isn't. I'm just saying, though, and just like Tariq just said, though, across the nation, you got Black folks doing their things to contribute to the betterment of their communities all across America. This is about us getting on one accord with each other and making that a national thing. So when I go to Cali, I ain't got to check in with niggas so I'm safe. No, I go link up with brothers so we can see what we're going to talk about linking up this Columbus, Ohio, Los Angeles, California thing. I ain't got to be checking in with nobody because, you know, I ain't from there and they got to make, man, that corny ass stuff, man. Nah, that's just the thing we got to focus on. And that's what we're starting to do. And as that's starting to happen, because it's a thing that's originated, let's be honest, online, and it's transferring to offline, that's becoming a problem. They talking about FBA and mainstream media, Jack. Do y'all understand that? So they got us seeing the Asian provocateurs hand out my pocket ass ninjas to try to just muddy up the waters in whatever way they can under the guise of so-called exposing them. But I'm really out here doing stuff. I'm really in the community doing stuff and ain't doing nothing nobody else ain't already did or currently doing in Black communities across the goddamn country. Like you doing something ain't nobody else doing, Deontay Cal. Like you just doing something so exponentially more than what anybody else, even in Atlanta, is doing. Right? Now, the churches might not be doing it, but the churches ain't doing nothing across America. This ain't nothing new. Right? And to say that FBA'S ain't doing nothing, that's a lie. You doing something. You FBA, goofy. George out there in Philly making it happen. He FBA. He's doing stuff. Me, L, we do stuff here in our city. Also on February 18th, you understand what I'm saying? Well, we're having the, you know what I'm saying, Real Talk men's meeting event that myself with my homeboy Kenny through the African American Male Wellness Agency is we hosted. So, you know, brothers is doing what they doing respectively in their cities. To say that FBA ain't doing nothing, FBA ain't in the streets, it's an online thing, man, that's that rhetoric talk coming from the powers that be, man. That made me off top look at you scat, talking about some ain't nobody doing nothing, man. Man, when I know for a fact there's brothers all across the country, FBA brothers doing things in the community, beautiful things. In my city of Columbus, Ohio, it's brothers doing beautiful things, right? Just because you don't see things online, y'all gotta understand, man. Y'all gotta understand when it comes to this online stuff, man. Online isn't real. But very real things can happen as a result of what transpires online. Understand that. Right? What do I truly depict? The future of America? More of the same? I've been telling y'all since y'all been tapping into me where this stuff is leading to. Human settlement zones, smart cities, smart grid, universal basic income, assigned housing, assigned employment, social credit system, unified global government. UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability. I've been telling y'all what the future of this stuff is. This is the whole purpose I even came on YouTube. I've been telling y'all what the future of not only America, but the entire world. But America has to go. Gotta go. Right? Oh, you already know Issa, man. My girl Issa tapping in on Facebook, man. You already know, man. You right? You ain't gonna see my name on no billboard nowhere, man. You ain't gonna see my face on no goddamn billboard, man. Right? Shout out to George.
When he has the microphone in his face, he used a lot of the old school talking points that a lot of us used back in the day when we followed Pan-African to be one black first and all the stuff. When we called out the industries, we called out a lot of these black movie makers and stuff where we have now control of our image, but they're using that control to also show us in a denigrating way, the same way that protected class does, right? That we've been complaining about for a very long time. So he's called out the Tyler Perry's, you know, he's winning on the industry, but he's a hardcore Pan-Africanist. He makes all kinds of excuses for Pan-Africans and Africans, right? While at the same time, he doesn't give Black Americans no margin for error. Anytime they can say whatever they want to say about us, but if we say something back, we're wrong. If we want to self-identify, we're wrong. These other groups can self-identify, and he'll attribute to them being colonized and they don't know no better. But all of a sudden, we're supposed to just know better. I mean, he has a lot of very disparaging things to say. Instead of trying to come down and try to understand why the foundational Black Americans and ADOS and the other groups are starting to identify, instead of him trying to come down and have a conversation, he's using his platform to say very disparaging things, right? He's talking like this.
You got Tariq Nasheed gaining such a following because he's abusive in his verbiage, he's abusive in his rhetoric, and he's here to divide. And his psychology is that of a pimp. All of his books prior to his Black liberation, Black nationalist, Black power movement, all his books was about being a player and a pickup artist.
Stop right there. Deontay, when I heard you say this, the first thing that came to my mind was he sound like a lame ass dude who the chicks just absolutely did not rock with back in the day. He ain't never getting no cheeks, never had his way with bras, and he was always feeling some type of way about guys who do. He just sound like a disgruntled baby mama, man. I'm just saying, it's hard to not roast the dude when they talk like this, man. Very unmanly, very not masculine, very girly, very womanly like, very feminine. Right? He's a player. That sounds like something you'll hear a group of broads saying, man. Men don't talk like that, man. And when I hear stuff like that, it's just hard to not blaze and roast the dude, man. Like, bro, you sound like a broad talking like that, man. I expect women to say stuff like that, man. What does that? This dude, man. Shout out to George, man.
Basically, he was trying to teach you how to be a pimp. Well, we know the pimp, the pastor pipeline. A lot of niggas jump out the pimp and go straight into the pastor. That's the best thing smoking. But as things change, as cultures change and evolve, well, he just decided to do it in the Pan-African Black space and then dropped the Pan-Africanism. Hidden Colors was all about what was going on in Africa. All this acknowledgement of Africa. A film directed by him, produced by him. Extremely Pan-African film. What is the person who has this gift of gab? The pickup artist, the pimp, who has seen a righteous path, but didn't see no money in that. Well, what do? You got to get back to pimping. But you're going to pimp minds. So what is the advocacy for? What is the abuse that he carries out? Separation versus inclusion. He wants the Black American to separate from global Blackness. He wants you isolated here on your own. With a coat.
See what I'm saying? See how they try to send these type of guys to get us to think like we wrong, like it's bad, like it's a not positive thing for us to be like, you know what? We about to sit up here and just focus on us and do us. We're going to kind of separate ourselves from everybody. I mean, y'all really don't rock with us anyway, specifically y'all other black people from around the world. That's all good. We're going to focus on us and get our house in order. And when we do that, then we might think about circling back and rocking with y'all again, because now that we unified and on one accord, we ain't going to be able to be manipulated and infiltrated by y'all, right? Agent provocateur asses, right? Straight dirty macking. Right? And the crazy part about it is a lot of chicks support guys like this. Right? So that lets you know how foolish a lot of chicks are. They just like to be on board with what's popping and what's hot, what sounds good. Dudes like this guy, Deontay Kyle, man, they come straight up out of the damn comic book, man. And it's sad because this dude is not intelligent. He could actually be of some use to the community, right? He could actually be of some use. He's not a stupid guy. He's not an unlearned, unversed, studied and read guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't disagree with him. He says a lot of stuff I heard him say. I agree with Deontay Kyle when we should definitely be involved in communal work. I definitely agree with him when we should have our own grocery stores and our own property, and we should interact with each other and do business with each other and focus on that. I mean, FBA is all up in his DNA to the point to where he's displaying the characteristics of it. He don't even realize he's going against his own thing. He stands for a lot of things that FBA stands for. What our lineage derives from is all about communal work, working with each other, doing business with each other, doing business with only us. We don't need to do business with nobody else. But when you get to talking about this contradictory mindset of being inclusive, and then try to throw the scripture in there and tell y'all some old manipulated stuff talking about some Jesus was all inclusive, when he absolutely was not. I mean, anything but. You got to look at dudes funny, like, man, like, dude, who sent you? That's why I named this show, Who Sent You? Nigga, who sent you? Hand in my pocket. Get your hand in my pocket, ass nigga. Who sent you? Deontay Kyle, where you come from, man? And when I find out dudes come from up out of that A, which is like one of the most compromised black strongholds in America, I'll just be off top skep of you. I'll be skep of you. Charge it to my head, not my heart, man. I know enough Atlanta dudes to know that, especially these new age Atlanta dudes, not the A niggas from not dudes from the A from the Freaknik days. Pause. I don't mean anything freak. I'm talking about the type of environment, dudes coming from the turf, dudes from the streets, dudes involved in the community and stuff, and street guys who actually was in Atlanta making things happen, starting a lot of stuff that gets celebrated now in Atlanta. Saying for the community. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about the I'll let Jermaine Dupree talk. That's what he talk about that. That's how it be happening, Dan Patrick, man. One man, Uncle D. One man, Uncle Diggity say. He said, I'm about to drop the link, man. Y'all, I want to play another video. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can come up, man, if y'all want to. Man. What y'all think about this guy, man? You know what I'm saying? How y'all watch this dude? Like I said, I didn't want to just get up here and start talking about dude and what he be saying without doing my due diligence. I said, I've seen enough of his content to be like, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Then as soon as I hear a dude start talking in the way he's talking when it comes to about FBA and specifically Tariq, making it seem like Tariq is some type of a leader, like he's a cult leader, he's the main guy. Nah, man, try to put the target on Tariq because he just happened to be, I wouldn't argue that he's the most popular, maybe the most known, but the leader. Tariq don't even claim leadership, and that's why I respect Tariq, because Tariq don't be like, yeah, I'm the leader of the FBA. We need your funding, and we, connected to these corporations that's like how Deontay Kyle is with his connections through Patreon. Huh? I'm not saying being a person who has a Patreon and doing your thing. I'm talking being in bed with the people who own and run Patreon. Deontay Kyle, who you think you fooling, bruh? Told y'all, man, agent provocateurs and robber rousers abound, man. As soon as they come across somebody somehow, some way, who can be of influence to push their agendas, next thing you know, they're going to go from being, like he say 8 months ago, being a truck driver, to now he's having billboards in New York and speaking on major platforms with Angela Rye and yeah. You know?
Leaders do. They separate you. They promise you all these great things. They speak sweet nothings to you. He's going to tell you about every accomplishment that the Black American has made, created, or been involved in.
What's wrong with that, Deontay? I'm automatically skeptical about a dude who feels some type of way about us popping our shit, man. When we got rationalization and validation to do so. We basically created everything. Why shouldn't we pop our shit? Everything that this world runs off of, most of it was created by us. Literally. I mean, literally. I'm not even going to get into specifics. I don't have to. Do your due diligence. And I'm not even talking about Black people as a whole. I'm talking about specifically us in America. The world wouldn't be what it is today without our inventions and innovations, man. So what we wrong for like talking about that, recognizing that, acknowledging that, being proud of that, huh? Bigging ourselves up because of it. That's not nothing to be proud of. Our fellow brethren right here in America created technology that the whole world uses. That ain't something we should be proud of. That ain't nothing we should pop our shit about. They send dudes like this. I be looking at dudes funny, man. Like, why you got a problem with that? And you one of us. Nigga.
He's gonna continue to remind you and pump this false sense of superiority into you.
A false sense of superiority. Now, although I understand what he mean by that, and to an extent, it is a displayed behavior amongst us, but what group of people don't display a sense of superiority? What group of people have displaying superiority for basically thousands of years? Yes. What are you talking about, Deontay Kyle, man? Right? Ain't nothing wrong with assuming an air of superiority, especially when rightfully so. Right? I'm about to bring you up here. Give me a couple seconds, Uncle Dig. I want to play a little bit more of this video. I'm going to bring y'all up, man. Y'all come on, tap on in. Mr. O, what's happening, Joe? My brother, Mr. O in the building. Go subscribe to my brother, Mr. O, my brother, our FBA brethren up out of that Chi-Town, up out of that Windy City. You know what I'm talking about? Go subscribe to my brother.
Instead of being inclusionary, understanding that Africans have had a hand in some of the biggest inventions in this world. The mothers of civilization, the mothers of civilization, the creators of arithmetic. But the thing is that
and we pay homage and recognize the African Al-Qiblan people for their contributions. I mean, what is you talking about, man? That's what I'm saying, man. They think just because we delineating, man, and separating ourselves, I mean, we hate them, man. I don't hate true Al-Qiblans. I got respect for them, man. Right? But since the Africans been coming here, right, they don't rock with us. They don't support us. They don't engage with us. They don't interact with us. None of that. And so let's just keep it like that for right now until we fix our respective houses, and then we can maybe possibly link up like a bike chain like we probably should have when y'all first started coming over here. You know, don't get mad at us because now that we on what we on, man, they're trying to make it seem like we the bad guys, man. And when they send our own at us like this, you know, we got to be skeptical of them, man, because who sent you, nigga? Right? Who sent you, bruh? Right? And that's my main thing, Monique, man. I don't either, man. I mean, I stay up on it and I stay informed and engaged so I can know what's going on, but I don't participate as far as like in it. Like, I don't, you know, I don't even believe in it. I don't vote. But at the same, I'm not complaining about what happens as a result either, man. You know, I understand what's going on. That's why I don't participate. Because I know no matter what I vote, how I vote, who I vote for, what's happening is going to happen regardless. My vote ain't going to change or influence nothing. Right? But our vote collectively, yeah. Right? And I always tell y'all when it comes to things of a political nature, man, how about we not vote at all and we see what happens? Then you're going to see how effective voting actually is. Right? This guy, man.
That's not good for business. He tried it.
How has being inclusive worked out for us in America, us black folks in America? How has that worked out for us? All these other, especially other black folks, man, the Caribbeans, Africans, our Latino blacks, y'all don't rock with us, man. Y'all don't rock with us, man. Y'all can't sit up here and flip the script on us like we wrong, like we messed up, because we starting to finally realize that as a whole. And we like, you know what? None of these other black folks rock with us or support us. How about we just rock with us our own, like how we did back in the day? You know what I'm saying? And we get back to them type of days and we just focus on that. Which means in the process, we're going to gatekeep our culture and all of that stuff. And yeah, we ain't about to be inviting all y'all to our barbecues no goddamn more. Have your own unseasoned, unswagged up ass, tasteless ass barbecue, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Now that we on that type of time, now we wrong. Now we acting crazy. We separative, we divisive. Right? We just saying like how y'all say y'all Jamaican, y'all Cuban, y'all whatever y'all is, Ghanaian, African, whatever you is. We just saying, hey, we FBA. Right? Although we recognize and realize we have African ancestry, maybe through DNA, some of us, we're not African by culture at all. We're a whole different people. We weren't raised like how African people were raised. Y'all ain't did what we did. We ain't did what y'all did. We're separate, right? We're different while we have similarities, commonalities. We're different. We don't make no uproar when y'all have y'all's, you know, Jamaican Day, Cuban Day, you know, Haitian Day. We participate and we pay homage, spend money. Right? We don't try to hijack y'all stuff from y'all. Talk about we made it and we created. Them days is over with, man. You know? I'm about to bring you up, Uncle Dave.
With Hidden Colors, it didn't hit the same. People were starting to get away from it because it's a hype, it's a feel-good moment, but there's nothing to capitalize on it. So then you get micro movements versus mass communal practices. What does the divider do? What does the abuser do? What does the cult leader do? What does the pickup artist turn African, Pan-African, turn hyper American patriot do? Separate, micro move, internet rhetoric surrounded by hate speech and fear-mongering. Black nationalism has parallels to white nationalism in the rhetoric of separatism and overlaps of the tribes of Judah that exist in premises groups as well. So
see, and this is what I'm saying, man, just because of this, niggas be sounding like they know what they talking about, right? But when you actually break down what a dude is saying, he's just saying a lot of nothing, man. You just, you know, That's not no proof of no intelligence because you put some words together, man, make it sound slick, man. And then at the end of the day, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that, with what he said? You see, what he said, it could be a negative aspect to it or it could be a positive aspect to it. Right? What we need, this is the thing, we need to stop including people in our stuff, man. We need to gatekeep our culture. Because as y'all see, it's being hijacked. All right? My brother, Uncle Diggity, what's happening, man? Whenever you ready to chime in, man, you know what I'm saying? I got you queued up, brother. Yeah, man. Let's play some more of this video, man. Some of
the most radical misses also talk about the tribes of Judah. So they think their superiority is divine as well. So if you got the same talking points as these.
You hear me, bro?
Yeah, saying that Tariq got the same talking point as Nazis is just crazy, man.
Virgil, you hear me?
I hear you, bro.
Okay.
I hear you. Go ahead, bro.
Now, you hear this young man make this excuse?
Go ahead, Uncle David.
No, I was just, I had my headphones on. I was trying to turn the mic on, and that shit different now, so.
Right.
All right.
What's good with you, brethren?
Chilling, man. Trying to figure out who the hell this guy is.
Exactly, man. Me too, man. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, speak your piece, brother. Shout out to my brother, Uncle David, man.
Yeah, I mean, well, shit. We only got bits and pieces, or I only got bits and pieces of what he was saying. I mean, this ain't this ain't nothing new. This is basically what we just went through with the other guy and shit. Every now and then you get them ones that fall short, like I said, and they tend to veer the way of the togetherness, the inclusiveness, because they have a insecurity about belonging to something or whatever like that. So anything that stands alone, they're afraid of. Anything that's completely masculine, they're afraid of. So they tend to, you know, lean more toward the inclusive side. This is the same shit. This is what happens all through history and shit like that. Like even in the beginning and shit. The reason we're in the state we're in has to do partly because of a few that were weaker than the others that decided to be susceptible to what system was going on and make it bad for us all. So this is nothing new.
Nothing new at all, man.
Nah.
Nothing new at all, man. Nothing new at all, man. I'm watching.
Man and his family.
Yeah.
And shout out to you and appreciate y'all support and
Yeah, yo. Woke up in the morning and to God be the glory. Thankful for another day to tell my story. Put my opinion. Cigarette and let a nigga vent. Yeah.
We back. We back. Chris Meg's podcast. Episode 94. I'm the host, the Antichrist, Deontay Kyle, but who's behind the camera?
This ain't no funeral home. This ain't no podcast either. Welcome to hell, motherfuckers.
So like I said earlier, man, people who joke and mock things concerning LSD, I'll off top look at you, Sket. Off top. Right? Off top. Right? I just want to say that. Peep this, though. Look at this dude, man.
Let's go, cat!
Stop playing with you, nigga.
Pushing the Luciferian agenda under the guise of mocking Christianity. Come on, man, by saying it ain't doing stuff in the community. Who you think you running game on, Deontay, man? Quit playing with us.
Yeah. Welcome to the Chicken and Grits podcast.
Chicken and Grits podcast. The hell is she talking about?
I don't know, man. That's that Christian love, ain't it?
Yeah.
Where because she said the name of the show wrong on purpose.
Yeah.
Trying to block, you know what I'm saying? Trying to dim our light over here. Trying to dim our light, man. You know what I'm saying? But Lucifer is the light.
According to the good word.
The light bringer.
Yeah, according to the scripture.
The bringer of light.
See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Trying to use scripture to discredit or prove the contradiction, assumingly, in the scripture. That's demonic in itself right there. Right? Man, listen here, man.
You could do anything for a few dollars, man.
Anything for a few dollars and some subs and views and to go viral.
It's your man.
I put my Trump 2024. You know what I'm saying? My MAGA suit on.
Yeah, you real MAGA-ish over there, my boy.
You know what I'm saying? You're only supposed to unbutton when you're sitting down.
Yeah, for sure.
Went and bought a suit just for this.
Just for this episode.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Because we got to do the knowledge, nigga.
Oh, my God.
Do the knowledge, nigga.
Uh-huh.
Lucifer, nigga.
The Antichrist. Who did the body?
Who did the body? Send them to me.
Fuck wrong with these niggas, bro. Fuck wrong with these niggas.
Is crazy, man.
I ain't gonna lie, that little psychosis ain't no hope, boy. Little religious psychosis.
Yeah.
Deontay at DeontayKyle.com for all booking and inquiries. You know what I'm saying? If you would like to get me to speak at your church,
just holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm free every Sunday from about 8 p.m. 8 p.m. to midnight. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of work to do during the day, you know what I'm saying? Trying to tilt niggas into sin. But around 8 o'clock at night, you can catch me. You know what I'm saying? We have a revival.
Catch us a little Nicky at Popeye's Chicken, baby.
Yeah. Catch us at the Popeyes with Lil Nicky right there on the west side. We right there on the west side. We right there on Martin Luther King.
He did this show for like 30 minutes with this mask on before he took it off, man.
How much would it cost to publish your book, translate it into your readers' native languages?
Spread knowledge. The devil spread knowledge to the people, baby.
Oh, yeah, we trying to keep you niggas informed. Let you niggas know what you should expect when you get down here.
A lot of hot.
It's hot.
A lot of steam.
A lot of steam.
It's a goddamn Charizard flying around right now.
I'm telling you, but we doing the knowledge. You gonna learn a little something.
Yeah.
So we had a conversation. I didn't say what I needed to say with that on.
Yeah, goddamn, you sweating on them.
I'm telling you, hold on. We back. Hey man, we was having a conversation yesterday about celebrating failure. One of the more prominent examples of this is throwing a party for a relative when they come home from prison.
Let me just stop that right there, man. And I agree with that to an extent, what he's saying, but I mean, real ones been saying that though. This is what I was saying. Just be acting like they saying something revelatory, like they saying something ain't nobody ever said, and they speaking on things nobody else ever spoke of. I be weary of dudes like that, especially when they seem like they just come out of nowhere and all of a sudden they're just everywhere. You know? I'll be real skeptical of stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah, man. You know, hold on, play another video from this guy, man. Real quick. I want y'all to see.
Are people even still doing that, bro? I ain't heard of that in a minute. Somebody getting like a party thrown, coming home from prison or whatever.
Not that I about.
Is that?
You got it playing. I got it. echoing in the background.
Let's see.
Yeah. You cut your mic off, Uncle Diggity? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still echoing.
It's still echoing?
Yeah.
I might drop me down and pull me back up. I don't know, StreamYard bugging or something, bro.
StreamYard been acting crazy too, man. StreamYard been acting crazy lately, man. It's two different joints, man. I was looking earlier. Lies. Yeah. Like I say, man, like, you know what I mean? Deontay ain't been around that long, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta follow the discography, man. You feel me? I think Deontay used to be a rapper, if I'm mistaken.
Protect your dreams under our roof.
Niggas,
American Family Insurance.
Hey, yo, Nash, you go crazy.
Chico. Hey, I got love for my dog, I wouldn't be here without him. And everything they did for me, I ain't forget about it. I had some bumps in the road, I had to get around. A couple pussy niggas told I ain't forget about it. Hey, I better give me some money, cause I ain't begging for nothing. Can't let them push on my buttons, can't keep me stuck in the struggle. I had some bumps in the road, I had to get around. A couple pussy niggas told I ain't forget about it. I had some food out.
Uncle Diggity, man, you hear me?
Yeah, bro, this is better.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the headphones working now.
So Deontay, let me get this right, bruh. You went from being an Atlanta trap boy, D-boy, whatever, street ninja, right? Now you a political community advocate activist who's more leaning toward the left. And I would even say leaning towards the Democratic Party. Huh? Y'all understand, man. And there ain't nothing wrong with that, man. People change up, man. People, you know, have a change of mind and, you know, mature and grow and expand, you know?
Didn't he just try to knock Tariq, though, for doing the same shit?
I'm just saying, Uncle Diggity, the hypocrisy is established. Like I say, who sent this nigga?
Yeah, I thought I was tripping, but all right.
Right? When your crap career is going nowhere, what you do? You use the little bit of notoriety that you got from that, and you're in Atlanta. I mean, it's textbook, man. It's textbook.
Nigga do anything for a few dollars, man.
I'm just saying though, man. Like brothers like Deontay could actually be, you know, of use when it comes to this FBA thing. Shout out to my brother Scoop, man. FBA thing ain't for the weak, man. You either gotta be down 100% or not. Ain't no in between. Ain't no in between. And I'm not knocking the rapping and the music, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing if you nice.
I'm just trying to feed a nigga. Done left some horses to that water, they ain't see the road. I keep on doing all these drugs like I don't need a level. I ran off on my first plug, ain't see the bigger picture. I had to shake back, rap on my nigga, no break pad. Get to the cat with the compress. BBS on my
Man. Right. Look at the elevation of the homie. Right. At some point, you're going to be able to see where he started, you know what I'm talking about, interacting with certain people and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? But I want y'all to see this, though. This is something that I want y'all to see. That I peeped earlier from this dude. Right? Something that I saw earlier. This one.
You can send a cover. I don't care. Just
This is from not even a year ago.
all right, are we back? Are we back? We back? Okay, good. Oh shit. You know what I just realized? This is public. I got the root in New York, then I got the show. I got the root on.
This is from 2 months ago. Watch what he's saying this though, Uncle Billy. Keep what he's talking about.
Just a little cool Thursday, you know the vibe, nigga. What's up? Oh my God, bro. I can't live my life, bro. I just want to live my life, bro. Nah, shit, I'm waiting on my baby. My baby ain't getting her hair braided, so shit, I'm just waiting on her. I'm cooling. I just cleaned the car and shit. The car was dirty as a motherfucker. So shit, I like, fuck. I don't never go live on YouTube. I just do that shit. See what's up with y'all. Man, y'all don't be fucking with the show no more, man. I feel like y'all don't fuck with me no more, man. I'm cooling, bro. Like, shit, really today a chill day. We got the show this weekend, so. Bro, let me tell y'all, bro. I really got like some big news for real. Like, this shit is so lit, bro. All right, check me out though. All right, so since we had sold out the show in New York, right? My manager, she worked close with the folks on Patreon and shit, right?
What Deontay is saying. He has a manager. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having a manager, handler. Ain't nothing wrong with having a manager if you is really, you know what I'm saying, focusing on the business aspect of being a content creator, which I don't knock, and I'm asking myself for going through the process of what I need to do to, you know, invest more time and more, you know what I'm saying, things into the business aspect of having a platform on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not knocking, I'm not ever knocking that, right? But I want y'all to understand when it comes to being successful, being a content creator, specifically on platforms like YouTube, you have to make that like a job, which means it's going to require a lot of your time, a lot. Most of it, if not all of it. And if you got other things going on, if you do other things, you know, it's gonna come a point where you're gonna have to make some sacrifices and some decisions, and you got to make sure your situation is right before you do that, right? So now, I'm not knocking, you know, but listen to what this dude is saying. His manager, whom he did not name, and what he's saying.
So, this shit is so lit, bro. All right, check me out though. All right, so since we had sold out the show in New York, right? My manager, she worked close with the folks from Patreon and shit, right? So
his manager works close with the people at Patreon. Right? His manager is cool with the people who run Patreon. Guess what major company owns or runs Patreon? I'm just saying, man, y'all gotta pay attention, man. Let's go.
I gotta go do a photo shoot, like official photo shoot on Saturday. Man, I'm finna have a fucking billboard in Times Square, bro.
People don't get billboards in Times Square unless, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Guys like regular people like us don't get billboards in Times Square. I'm gonna just say that. Right? And people can't hit us over here with the, just because a black man gets successful, doesn't mean, nah, not all the time, but it depends. There's context within it. Who you affiliated with, who you work with, who's funding you, who's supporting you, who is managing / handling you. That comes into question. And when we talk about companies, corporations like Patreon, who distribute so-called independent, uncensored content, right? But they are owned by companies like Viacom, which is owned by BlackRock. Y'all got to understand what this stuff means and how that stuff has an effect and influence on the people who they choose to represent them, and people who seemingly come from out of nowhere, Deontay, and now they on a fucking billboard in Times Square. Excuse my language. You understand what it means to have your face on a billboard in Times Square in New York City? Tariq ain't never had his face on no billboard in Times Square.
Shit, he had a segment where he had devil horns on saying I'm Lucifer or whatever the hell. So I think he has a bit of a idea.
Who you talking about, Tariq? Tariq did that too?
Nah, I'm talking about this dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is how corporations infiltrate the situation and shit. So he ain't the first. Like I said, we just went through this with the other guy. I don't want to keep putting his name in there or whatever, but this is the same type of play. If you get with in most cases, to enter these industries, you need a manager. The manager is the nigga with the plugs and shit to agencies and shit like that. in turn, the agencies had the plugs to the money, the corporations and shit like that. So the moment you go that route, you become one of them. So it's kind of, you know, it's the same thing.
Well, that's all I'll be trying to tell y'all, man. Agent provocateurs and rabble rousers abound.
I mean, obviously, him talking about FBA or Tariq is apparently the people that are sponsoring his endeavor see that as a lucrative endeavor or potentially lucrative in the future or something like that. So there's that, and then there's the opportunity to have a black face offering pushback on it, because you know they can't come out and push back on it because then they'll look racist. You know how the old whatever it is.
Right.
But yeah,
like it's the same play, man. It's the
same fucking play. It's the same play. So
and you know, with me, I find it very disrespectful and insulting to my intelligence, man. And that's the reason why I speak on the stuff I speak on, and I call out the stuff I do. Like Deontay, man, you ain't new. We done seen you before, nigga. Oh, hand in my pocket, get your hand out of my pocket, ass nigga.
Yeah, it's the same exact fucking play, bro. Yeah, this I don't really know what to add to this nigga, man. This shit is like, is it? He seems pretty lame. Whatever the fuck he own, he ain't there yet. He just starting out. Now, as far as having a billboard in Times Square, that's the motherfuckers that's putting the money behind him. But obviously, you see, he ain't doing much. He's still living a regular fucking life. So I would say pay more attention to the people that are putting money into him, because right now is the fucking telltale sign that he ain't shit, but he got a billboard in Times Square. So there's your proof right there. Once he gets bigger, it'll start to fuse together and it'll be harder to decipher, you know what I mean, once he becomes bigger. But right now is a key moment.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's a fact. That's a fact. And my whole point of doing what I do is to just, when I talk to y'all about rabble rousers, agent provocateurs, when I talk to y'all about HR 1955, violent radicalization, homegrown terrorism, ideologically based violence, this is the type of stuff I'll be talking about. Right. And they're going to try to make it seem like they wanted to pull us in so bad, especially at a time when we separating ourselves. They want to make it seem like we're a gang, like we are organized and we have a structure, the hierarchical structure, and there's a leadership, and there's people to point the finger at, and we're separating and we're divisive, as if there's something wrong with that. That's absolutely what we should be doing. We should have been doing that. So when y'all see people come out and speaking this rhetoric that Deontay and Futon and goddamn it, Officer Tatum and all these other guys, man, they are the same, whether they're left, whether they're right, whether they say they're conservative, whether they say they're liberal. You look at it all, they're all our own and being funded and pushed and promoted by the same entities, man. And that's what I want y'all to recognize and realize when you hear a brother like me and all my homies that come over speak on that. This is what we want y'all to see, that they're two sides of the same coin. Right? And that's why I titled the show, Who Sent You? His manager is cool with the people who own Patreon.
Yeah, that's
a company that's worth $200 million.
That's heavy.
With major influence in the seemingly independent media, seemingly a platform that is a heavy proponent of freedom of speech and non-censorship, owned by, basically BlackRock at the top, which means it's a compromised organization, which means it's a bought-on for propaganda arm of the people who run this whole entire situation. And they've picked Deontay to be one of their new it boys because of his influence that he has the potential to have in the so-called urban community. Man, get out of here, man. Y'all think y'all think y'all running this same game with us and we ain't seeing this stuff a mile away? Tried it with the Paul Bird song, dude, and all these other guys. And somehow, some way, the power of the machine is very influential because the indoctrination is deep and heavy.
Compound that with the lack of resources and shit. From this little clip, he's sitting in a fucking shopping center somewhere that don't look like this, a gas station and shit. And past that, it don't look like as much. So compound that with fucking lack of resources, you're gonna always be able to find a nigga to cross over and shit for a few dollars or whatever. That's what I say, motherfucker, do anything for a few dollars, but
for a few dollars, man.
You know.
But one thing we can't do, Uncle Diggity, and I'm pretty sure you agree with me on this, we can't allow these people to make us feel ashamed or ridicule us into defending and being proud of what we are. Like it's something wrong with us doing what we're doing. Like we're wrong or we're negative for doing what we're doing. When, like I said, this is something we should have been doing since the 60s.
True.
It's the same stuff that other groups of people do since they've been coming here based off of what we have created and let the ground for so they can even come over here to do it.
Yeah.
Come right over here in our faces and disrespect us and tell us that they built the country that our forefathers and foremothers built. How disrespectful is that?
A long time ago, I did when we did the Passport Brother show on Red Channel, when I talked about giving things an identity and shit and making it able to be attacked and shit once you give it an identity. This is also the case in the FBA. The FBA thing, even though it's lineage based and it's really just a celebration of good things. You know what I mean? So there's that. But we gave it an identity, so we did open it up to be susceptible to attack. So we just gonna have to roll with the punches, whatever it is, and be prepared to defend it. You know what I mean? And make sure we take care of the shit. Don't, we gonna get motherfuckers that sign up to try to pollute it and go against it or speak however they feel. It's cool. We don't have we can't get upset with people and at the same time scream there's no structure and shit like that. Like it's just this. If these people are people, we gotta kind of open up to what they say. But when they do goofy shit like side with corporations and shit to go against it, that's weird. That's taking it overboard. That's how I see it.
Here we go, right here, y'all. These are the owners of Patreon, CEO Jack Conte and CTO Sam Yam, along with their venture capital firms like New Enterprises Associates, Woodline Partners, and Tiger Global Management. Now, I'm not hip with Tiger Global, but I'm hip to Woodline and Enterprise. Enterprise is an affiliate with Warren Buffett's company. Now, what's the damn company called, Rock? I just left my mind that fast, man. I left my mind that fast. But yeah, these investment firms are all owned by huge conglomerates like BlackRock, especially when it comes to things of a techie nature like Patreon, valued at $4 billion last year. Now, if you think global interest ain't running a company worth $4 billion, something wrong with y'all. If you think the guys who own a company worth $4 billion are guys like us, something's wrong with y'all. And I'll tell you, man, you got to follow the money, but man, you got to follow the bloodline so you can get to the money. Because when you get to you follow the bloodline, you follow who these people are, who their families are, you see where that money coming from and going to, which is going to lead you to everything else. And when you start following who these people that run these companies are, you see that they're all in concert with each other. They're all in business with each other. They all hobnob with each other and then been to St. James Island. Right? These the type of guy, like Deontay, Kyle is involved with people who could very much well be on that Epstein list. Now, he might not know them personally or in fact be involved with them specifically, but understand what it means when a company like Patreon puts a guy like Deontay Kyle on a billboard in Times Square. I wanted one of y'all to say it. Specifically, I was wanting one of y'all women to say it, but I didn't have to say it. I didn't have to say it, man. He from the A. That's modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm listening to this dude talk earlier, and I'm like, man, this nigga's sassy as hell, man. I hear it in his voice. I know you did too, Uncle Diggity.
Yeah, bro, crazy, man.
You know,
we had a lot going on.
You know, and to an extent, when I say that's neither here or there, I mean, you know, it's obvious. So, and that just brings more validation to him more than likely being an agent provocateur, because when you come from out of the city of Atlanta, that is basically Sodom and Gomorrah. We understand that the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda is in full effect. And we understand that members of that community can put on facades and fronts like there's certain types of guys, you know, like a drug street D-boy rapper from Zone 6 who calls himself NEEGAH Deontay. Dudes can be so-called hardcore gangster rappers, but they attend Diddy parties. Now, I'm not saying that's the issue or the thing with Deontay. I'm just saying, Monique said it, not me. And she's a woman.
The spectrum is that wide. It's been exposed and shit. So, yeah.
Monique's a woman, and she said that.
Damn.
Right.
Good observation, Monique. Good observation.
I already know Uncle Diggity, and that's why I played the video, and that's why I said this is not a personal attack on Deontay as a person, because like I said, for one, we don't know the nigga, right? So we can't really, like, you know, as far as like speaking on stuff like that, you know what I mean? That makes it like it's ad hominem, like we're attacking his him as an individual versus his character and the things he's saying. But I know, because I'm a, you know, I'm an into God, especially I know my audience. I know y'all was already, when dudes start talking, I know off top what y'all was thinking. I was just waiting, and I'm glad none of my brothers said it. I wanted one of the ladies to say it, so y'all can't make it seem like, oh, you hating. First thing y'all do is saying that a dude is gay. A black man can't be successful without him being compromised or sacrificing the ritual or being gay, blah, 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 blah. And as we see time and time again, in order for these dudes to get to a certain level, yes, they have to be all of that.
There's an order of operations to get to success. I mean, the days of the street hustler walking in somewhere with a fucking bag of money doing something, them days is long gone. So,
hey, Uncle Diggity, the days of dope boys starting record labels.
Yeah, all that shit is a wrap, bro. All the fucking t-shirts outside days and all that shit. That shit is a wrap, bro. Like there's literally an order of operation to get to a level of success that you would deem successful, you know, or that the public would deem successful, you know, however, you know, whatever the fuck. There's definitely steps you have to take to get there.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Let's just cut the shit. You know, it is what it is. We're too far ahead in the game to still be playing around with the devil convincing people that he doesn't exist and shit like that. We're far enough along to know that the devil is, or the beast, or whatever it is a spirit, and it can enter anybody at any time. It's here. You know what I mean? We see it happen every day. We see it through people's actions. We see it through things happening that we, you know what I mean? We see all of this shit. So we're too far ahead to be playing like that. So, you know.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and leave him with your last words. I'm about to go ahead and shut him down, Uncle Diggity, man. Unless that was your last words, brother.
Yeah, man, I ain't got shit, man. It's another clown individual in the beginning stages or whatever. I don't, you know, I'm not with all of the horns on the head and
yeah, you know, we ain't rocking with that.
Weird shit and doing all of this, the rabble rousing and the playing with the game and all that, man. I don't entertain that at all.
Yeah,
I couldn't really get, I couldn't get a good grasp on what was going on with him. From what I saw, maybe if I give a damn, I'll go check it out, but I don't really, me personally. So it is what it is.
I would say just for journalistic purposes, go check out his content so you don't, you know, go see what he talk about. When you go and then I'm talking about Uncle Diggity, it ain't gonna take you long before you realize who this guy is and what he on, man. It ain't gonna take long at all, man. That's a good observation. I think
I was already irritated by the little clip that you played, just that for the shit right here with the horns, like the little 2-minute clip. I was already like, bro, he had the overdub over his voice and shit. So it was just like a bunch of clusterfuck, and he up here playing. I'm like, oh yeah, I wouldn't even tune into this. It sound like this gonna be some, you know, some rhetoric, some propaganda.
Yeah.
So I'm cool. Yeah.
And Project Leroy, that's a great observation, man. With that, no wonder females become fans of him on his platform to continue the gender war. Exactly. Right. And I say, chicks, y'all resonate with fuckery like Deontay.
Yeah, however the men look at it, fucking low frequency or feminine energy and shit is why they fucking are gravitating to it though. But we as the men gotta call the shit for what it is and shit. If it don't line up and correlate with what we doing as men and shit like that, or as the collective of men, then we just gotta start severing that shit off the fucking, you know what I mean? Nip it in the bud, man. We got work to do.
Definitely got work to do. And when these dudes come from out of nowhere, truck driving nothing wrong with driving trucks. Shout out, kudos, respect to all our truck drivers. It's a very dangerous job and profession, right? And shout out and salute to y'all getting our goods across the country. I would never talk bad about my truck drivers, man. Very brave. And I salute anybody who get on that highway behind them big trucks, driving whatever you calling, man. That's brave. And the chicks salute to y'all. But I'm just saying though, right? This guy said he went from being a truck driver, which there's nothing wrong with being a truck driver, so now he has a billboard in Times Square through his manager that got him connections with the higher ups at Patreon. Why? What did he do? What has he done?
Yeah, no disrespect to truck drivers at all, because that is a formidable occupation and shit. So maybe bro should be maybe he should consider going back to trucking or whatever instead of fucking around in this game right here, because this ain't nothing cool, man. Like, yes, it's lucrative or whatever like that, but this when you play, you know, this weird, bro. This is real weird right here, and this is, you know, shout out to the truckers though, man.
Shout out to the truckers, man. For real, I got hella respect for anybody that get behind them big rigs and be traversing up and down these dangerous ass, out of date, falling apart freeway systems in our country, man. Listen here, salute to y'all. But shout out to my brother Uncle Diggity though, man. You already know, man. I appreciate you coming up. You know you're more than welcome anytime, brother. And I appreciate your input, man.
Wish we could have got out some more on this dude, but I ain't really get much off this shit, man.
That's what I'm
Good
saying.
to be up
That's
here.
the thing, Uncle Diggity. Like,
Hey, it really wasn't shit to go off of with this dude, man. But it was good.
It's not too like, you know, it's like who is this guy? Who sent him? Like, we ain't got no credentials.
Yeah. Shock jock.
Yeah.
It was good to be up here though, bro. Until next time.
You already know, bro, man. Take care of yourself until the next time, brother.
Yes, sir.
You already know, man. Shout out, man. Y'all say salutations to our brethren, Uncle Diggity, man. Out of that LA, up out of that West Coast. I love my West Coast brethren, man. You feel me? Yeah, y'all, man. Listen, Deontay, if you happen to see this, any of your minions tell you about it, whatever. So, if so, listen, man. You know, I just call it like I see it, bro. You know what I mean? There's not enough information about you online for me to gather a depiction of your character outside of what you portraying through this right here. So I can only go off of this. You know what I mean? Who sent you? Right? And then we ain't going, man. We too ganged up. We too well-versed, studied, and learned. We've seen this play before millions of times, specifically in recent time. Not even in distant past time, in recent times, with all these agent provocateur ass dudes they've been sending at us who seemingly come from where we come from and or from our communities, you know, the my son type dudes, you know, the Tamika Mowries, the Angela Rise, you know, yeah, man, the Mark Lamont Hills, you know, all of these people, all the, you know, the political pundits, man, the Candace Owenses and Charlie Kirks even. Deontay is in that same category, man. Exactly. Right? All my people from Atlanta. All my people that are from Atlanta. Craig Harper. Who is this dude? All my people reside in the A and been in the A. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? I'm going to holler at my boy, Nike boy Zeke, and say, man, who is Deontay Cal, Zeke? Bet you Nike boy gonna be like, who? Or he gonna be like, oh, you talking about dude? Yeah. Because my man Nike boy, listen, y'all might feel however y'all might feel, people that feel some way about Nike boy, but Nike boy is a very intelligent black brother from out of the real A. Nike boy is from the Atlanta that I grew up in when I lived in Atlanta. Nike boy a real one, man. You hear me? And if anybody know what's going on in the streets of Atlanta, it's him. I'm gonna get in contact with my brother Nike boy and be like, man, who is this Deontay Cal dude, bro? Who is this guy? Watch, yeah, Amanda Seals, Angela Rod, Tiffany Cross, Roland Mark, yeah, Uncle Man Project, they were all of them, man. All the people up there at the Breakfast Club. He's been on the Breakfast Club, if I'm not mistaken, talking this same ish. Exactly. That's exactly what he is. He's another futon Fleece Daniels. Who's Anton Daniels? Before Kevin Samuels started talking about dude, nobody knew who Futon Fleece Daniels was, man. Lanes with no names being connected to industry and corporate names. Get out of here, man. Oh, get your hand out of my pocket, ass ninjas. Y'all ain't fooling nobody, man. We out of here, man. Listen, tomorrow night, we're going ladies' night. I'm going to make the post for it tomorrow. We're going to be discussing for ladies' night. Ladies. In the end times, there will be 7 women to 1 man. Ladies, how do y'all feel about the possibility of you having to share a man, specifically a man of means, a man worth having, a man who can lead, provide, and protect. How comfortable are y'all women with the reality that you might have to share that type of guy in times that we're coming into? Ladies, how y'all feel about that? We're going to talk about it tomorrow, man. We're going to talk about it tomorrow, man. Tap in, walk with us. I'm going to make the post for it tomorrow. I'm about to get off of here and cut my computer off and go to sleep, man. You know what I'm talking about? Appreciate everybody coming in. Shout out to my brother, Uncle Diggity. Do y'all's due diligence, man. Don't be just believing these dudes coming out of nowhere. All of a sudden, they connected with the higher ups and big corporations and stuff. And they talking about some they representing us and they for the people when they sit up here coming at people like Tariq Nasheed, who really doing stuff in the community, who really is having a very true grassroots organic following and support system, a guy who's not connected to any corporate interests, a guy who's not a political pundit for any political party or organization, a guy who's not part of any fraternal organizations, a guy who doesn't represent the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue community agenda, a guy who's not with this all-inclusive mess. Yeah, all marketing, all corporate marketing techniques, marketing, advertising, and promotion techniques, man. Y'all not running that game on us no more. Don't work. We ain't the FBA'S from yesteryear, man. We the new FBA'S, man. We gained up. Super intelligent, super informed, super internet savvy, super experienced, very well versed, studied, and learned. Y'all not running this game on us no more. And they saw y'all. That's why they want to try sending Deontay Cal ass dudes at us from amongst us. Trying to divide and separate what's already being divided and separated. But not in our best interest, though, in the best interest of his bosses at Patreon. Right? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Sharing social engineering, man. I appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world. But y'all right here with your brethren, your brother, man. And I appreciate that, man. You hear me? Because y'all don't have to be. Right? Deontay, this ain't no hatred towards you, bro. Like I said, I don't know you, bro. But I got to expose the character. I got to expose what I'm seeing.
I think my frontal lobe developed when I realized I could eat whatever I want in a day.
He ain't the only one. He ain't the first one. Like my brother Uncle said, and he damn sure ain't going to be the last one. But see, what we going to do over here at A-Real Talk is we going to keep it 100. We're going to call it out when we see it. Hey, at the risk of whatever, man. We can't allow ourselves to be ridiculed, shamed, and vilified into not speaking out on this stuff. Because, you know, haters, they're gonna call us haters. They're going to accuse us of doing what they're doing. They're going to say that we're hating. You're going to say I'm hating on Deontay Cal. I didn't say I don't want him to be successful. I didn't say I don't want him to have a financial situation for himself and his family. I'm just merely criticizing, critiquing, analyzing, exposing, breaking down his means of going about doing that. Right? Because like Deontay Cal and a lot of other people, I'm actually in my city doing things. I'm in relation with my fellow FBA brethren and sisters who are creating businesses, foundations, organizations, establishing things, getting things going, community events, getting the men involved. Like I said, February 18th, and at the same venue where I'm going to be, and L is going to be hosting a wine tasting event next Friday, the day before Valentine's Day. This is the same building where I'm also going to be co-hosting with my brother Kenny, a men's empowerment event called Real Men, Real Talk, sponsored by the African American Male Wellness Agency. Right? So for Deontay to say that this is just an online thing with this FBA thing, that let me know he an agent provocateur possibly by just saying stuff like that, as if this is just an online thing. No, we in real life doing real stuff. Right? This hat right here, WeBleedHipHop.com. Shout out to my brother Al, Bucktown Al. a black man, FBA man from Columbus, Ohio, entrepreneur with his own lifestyle clothing brand, We Bleed Hip Hop. My brother, Scott Randall, co-owner and CEO, founder of Columbus, Ohio-based black-owned restaurant and a black restaurateur, Drunch, about to open their second location in Hilliard. So while Deontay's sitting up there talking about some brothers is online, now brothers is in real life doing real shit, Deontay. Ain't nobody, you ain't the only person doing things in the community, nigga. You definitely ain't the only one in the A. I know brothers in the A doing stuff that I'm in relationship with and in communication and interaction with. The African American Male Wellness Agency, I think they're based out of Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. Right, so man, yeah, man, watch dudes like him, man. We're gonna get up out of here, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all eating. Appreciate y'all support. Tap in, walk with me, man.
Sorry.
For y'all tap in tomorrow night, ladies' night, man. Ladies. Y'all gonna have to start sharing, brothers, man. How y'all feel about that, man? Let's go.
And a hat.
Task force, black force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on all of our black kings. All black everything, we got black tea. All black coffee, man, I don't add cream. North give you all you need, no more caffeine. Close down the whole set, no more casting. Remove targets off our back like a black team. We keep growing up the game like a black team. The girl got a problem with me, then get at me. I tired to a bumper, now you got a drag queen. You can't stop me, you old as jalopy. This is past me, I got it photocopied. Caught up on film, flow, tracks and sloppy. Trying to attack me, you a carbon copy. I see the heat like Timothy blocks, and I charge for a hook, put me in a penalty box. Man, I'm killing the ops while I look at my watch. All hands on deck like the time on the clock. Task force, black force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black
Keep
things.
my grass cut low to catch a glimpse of the snakes. Devilish serpents with purpose to steal your cake. Smiling in your face while they got their eyes on your safe. Yeah. Boy, that hatred, man, they make you do some foul things. Switch up on your niggas like the numbers when the Dow change. When I'm with familiar, still a grind like a broke. Take it for granted, should be gone in the proof of smoke. Better put your plan in action, niggas get you used to hope. Formulated the plan, calculated the steps. 2020, my vision, see my way to the check. Only way is up, I made my way to the steps. Let's go. Look, only way to move is building kingdom shit. Niggas won't make a move, want you to bring them shit. But God bless the child that can hold his own. They want to give you numbers in a cell like a mobile phone. But fuck a cop, any wicked, you this was just fuck. Cause niggas on the edge, there for you to push. Bullets loaded tight up in that magazine. Bring a nightmare to American dreams.
Task force, black force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black kings.